Heated debate over work and family dropped by one of the big power players on Wall Street. In a moving op-ed in the New York Times, former Lehman Brothers CFO Erin Callan opens up about the regret she feels for putting her career ahead of her personal life. The opposite of what you're hearing from other top women in business right now. NBC's Ann Curry spoke with Callan exclusively.
Erin Callan is a surprising new voice in the growing national discussion about women and work.
Lean in, take the seat at the table, tell people you want to lead, whatever it might be, but just be aware of what may come from that.
She was once one of the most powerful women on Wall Street, CFO of Lehman Brothers. She completely disappeared from the public eye after the bank's demise and says she still can't discuss it for legal reasons. But in this exclusive interview, she is adding her voice to the ideas of Facebook's COO Sheryl Sandberg, presented in speeches like this commencement address at Barnard College.
Do not lean back, lean in. Put your foot on that gas pedal and keep it there until the day you have to make a decision, and then make a decision.
Was there something in the message that Sheryl Sandberg was sending out that sparked you to want to speak out now?
Yes, and also in terms of some of the reaction to that message. And I would probably look at myself as someone who lived that message. And I did achieve great success in my career. I'm just trying to provide a bit of what I'll call a warning label that, hey, there's something else to think about as you're leaning in, so to speak.
You have leaned in.
I leaned in far, very far. I've had many young women over time that I've tried to give advice to, guidance to, and I would always be very honest and say, don't do it like me.
You mentioned consequences. What are they?
A lot of things during my career that I missed out on. Events, relationships with people, birthday parties, just spending time with friends and family and enjoying it and enjoying myself. There was a big thing I missed out on, which is I didn't have children.
Now 47, Erin Callan is trying to have children and offering a life lesson she wishes someone had offered her.
I wanted to be a little bit sort of a cautionary tale, like you can achieve, you can accomplish, you can have an amazing career with great success, even in a male-dominated field that I did. But be careful what you wish for and the choices that you make.
I don't understand for the life of me, why we are telling women that their best and greatest superpower, creating another human from their own body, is less important than working as an associate law clerk. Working 2,100 billable hours, checking footnotes, is somehow more important than raising the next generation of human beings that you made with your own body and then bringing them up. Now, some people may choose that. Fine, again, for the 1,000th time, that's fine, do what you want, it's a free country. But if you're going to indoctrinate women to believe that happiness comes from working as an accountant, but not from spending more time with your children, there's not a single person who on their deathbed said, I wish I had done one more doc review.
The report shows that by 2030, 45% of working women ages 25 to 45 by 2030 will be non-married, no kids, single. Yeah. Okay, so you might say, well, what's wrong with that? Okay, if you think that you're going to be 45 years old, no kids, not married, and that you're going to genuinely be fulfilled in life because you made money, best of luck to you, honey.
Right. My question is, can women have it all? 1, 2, 3?
No! Wait, depends! About the analogy about glass balls and rubber balls. Oh, okay. We only have, like you said, limited amount of, whether is it energy and time, right? And you can only juggle certain amount of things, right? And there are some seasons in your life, certain aspects are made of glass where you cannot afford to drop, because once you drop, they shatter and it's hard to piece them back together. But in certain seasons, there are rubber balls where you can afford to drop momentarily or temporarily, because you know that even if you drop it, it will bounce back. And I think what success would be is really in recognizing what it is and being willing to let the rubber ball drop for a bit and then pick it up later. But what's most important is not to compromise on the glass balls, right? Which once you let it go, well, it might never be the same again.
6:30, I wake up with my lovely husband. It's time to make breakfast.
6:30, Monday. Mr. Sniffles forgot to wake me up again. Oh, I forgot.
My husband is a bit cranky in the morning, so I need to make sure he feels better.
It would be nice to wake up and have breakfast with someone.
Tie, another kiss, and off to work. I clean, wipe, and see what our son is doing.
I'm starting to get more and more irritated. Where's my promised promotion? Where's my raise? Why do I bother with overtime at all?
I can't wait for my husband to come back.
Seth has lost some weight lately. He even has an iron shirt. He must be happy with her. I missed my shots. Dang.
Oh, new pajamas.
Oh, a new report.
It's time to play.
It's time. Where's my report?
My beloved husband will be back soon.
I can't wait to go back to an empty apartment.
Daddy's back.
Maybe I should rent from someone else. So many empty rooms.
Dinner is ready.
DoorDash is late.
Time for hugs.
Time to change batteries.
I feel like this was a good day.
I feel like men have stopped paying attention to me.
Tomorrow is another day.
Tomorrow is another day. Dang.
This is a day in the life of a childless woman. I wake up at 6 a.m. I remember that I have no kids to take to school, so I take an edible, masturbate, and go back to sleep. I wake up at 12:30 p.m. and get ready for a busy day of doing whatever the I feel like. I put on my most impractical and stylish shoes since I won't be chasing a child around the grocery store. I go to my fave spot in Paris to grab a croissant. I do a meditation sesh on the plane since I have no screaming kids, allowing me all the time in the world to become enlightened. The weightlessness of my existence has granted me superhuman powers. I teleport myself back home. Then I get ready for a night out with whatever hot guy I met on Raya that morning. I call up a babysitter and tell her that I don't need her since I still don't have kids. Now it's time for a workout, so I hit Mount Everest for a quick climb. I invent a time machine, go back in time, and kill Hitler. Freeze, you bastard! It's amazing what you can do when you have this much free time.
I had a choice, which is what I said. I would love the idea of spending 7 days a week, every day of the week with my daughter because I don't ever get bored of my child and she never drives me insane.
What about if she gets bored of you? What about her?
And you wouldn't have any hobbies, any projects, anything.
Wait. Okay, stop. But that's what I'm saying. She has a real traditional mindset because she's actually talking about putting the kid before the family and not her.
Many 19-year-old girls, I've talked to many of them, believe that their career is going to be the most important thing in their life. Very few 30-year-old women believe that, even if they have high-powered careers, because they tend to discover that high-powered careers come at a substantial cost, like 60, 70-hour work weeks, etc. And so that life might be best spent in the bosom of family and friends and with children, etc. That's where much of the true value is. And most women figure that out by the time they're in their 30s, which is why high-powered law firms, for example, have a hell of a time retaining their extremely competent and highly valuable women. No one likes to talk about this. They wouldn't talk about it in the law firms that I consulted for, many of them. All the women would talk about it privately. The discussion was always about how the law firms weren't doing enough to support women with their children. And all the women knew that wasn't true. That wasn't what was going on. And the law firms were bending over backwards to try to accommodate them because they wanted to keep their high-performing women for obvious economic reasons.